Howdy y'all, I am back with another feature video for the trade platform. I've been talking with Icarus about a bunch of the stuff that's been going on here, but for anybody who's watching this that hasn't seen any of this new stuff, I will try to be as comprehensive as I can. So there's been a bunch of changes throughout all of these different features, and then the very new thing is this orders page, which I'll go over last. First, I've been adding a bunch of quality of life stuff, like being able to just have a drop-down select instead of typing in different integer values, just hopefully to make things a bit easier. I've also been adding some features to the commander accounts. So if I go to, say, Kazer's account, I will see his most recent activity, and this does include legacy data that came from Discord. And I think it shows the last 50 right now, but we could always play with this page and add more if we need to. I'm going to jump over to the order system. So this, like I said, is the newest thing. And we've been refining this after a couple of different review sessions with Icarus and some suggestions from Kazer. But what we came up with was the following. You have the ability to choose what type of order you want to enter, so sometimes people contribute to us. It'd be cool to track that in the same way that we do when people order from us. We have the ability to choose which platform they're on. I know we're probably branching out to PS4, so I just put that in there, but we'll see. And those are the three options right now. You have the ability to add some details. So this section is really for what commodities the person is going to order from us. We don't have a commodity system in here right now. We have no inventory management. So pending all of that stuff getting in right now, you should just enter like 25 modular terminals or something. Like this is what the person ordered with maybe some additional context if you want. Really, it's anything you want. It's just an open field. And whoever is ordering from us will be able to see this as well, which I'll show you in a bit. So accounts. All of the accounts that are on our system will show up in this drop down, or you can create a new one on the fly. I'm just going to select one for now. And then you have the ability to select who is going to be assigned this order. So let's create that order. And on this page, you get a bunch of different options up top, so I'll go over each of those one by one. Editing is the same as before, only there's this additional option for you to say what state this order is in. So there's pending, underway, completed, or canceled. And all of those, I'll show you that, will show up in this recent notes section. Also, if you change who an order is assigned to, that'll also show up in this section. There are 3 events that will show up on the account of whoever is asking for this order from us. So one of those options up top I was talking about is the account. If I go over here, I'll see order opened, and that's the same as this one. The other events that will show up on accounts are if your status has changed from anything to complete. So those will show up on accounts, or from anything to canceled. Those will also show up on accounts. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this stuff, since this is all just test data. And I'll go ahead and delete this order as well. So I'm going to just create a couple of really quick orders here so I can show you some of the other features. I'll cut the video. Okay, and we're back. So I'm gonna change a couple of these orders in their state so that I can show you something pretty cool. So I'm gonna change this to complete, update that order, and I'm gonna change this to canceled, update that order. Okay, So on that orders section, if an order is completed or canceled, it's going to be grayed out. It'll still appear where it normally would in the chronological list, but it is grayed out. So the only open ones are the ones that you can see without any graying out. You could still click into the other ones if you wanted to change them, and that would reflect just like anything else. But this should give us an easy way to see which orders are still needing to be worked on. So on that, you'll also probably notice that you do see the difference between an order and a contribution, and you get some other context right here on that index page. So this one's for PC, it's pending, meaning it's open, but nobody's working on it, and you see when it was opened. And who it is currently assigned to as well appears right there. Okay, so when you're on this order page, I hadn't finished going through this top section, so let's do that. Delete works just as you'd expect, just like the account system. Adding a note, this works very much like notes on the account system, and those will appear in chronological order as well on that recent notes section. You've got deposit and withdraw. So this is a shortcut. So this is depositing and withdrawing from the Drighton account. So this is exactly like hitting this deposit and withdraw button on this account. It's just a shortcut just in case you needed to do something custom in here. So you could do that. You could add 100 credits so it works exactly like that other option. And then there's view account, also a shortcut. So this is the account of the person who is requesting stuff from us or giving stuff to us. And then finally there's this summary. So this works very much like the summary system for accounts, or the statement system that's called. It generates this unique hash for each order, and you can just copy this right into any other browser, and every user is going to see it the exact same way. So we can link this to the person we are trading with. And that's really important because it tells them the details, it tells them the state, when it was opened, who they're going to be meeting, what commander, and then it gives them this message. So this is all stuff that we were just doing manually. We'd send them these instructions, but now whenever we want to do an order, where this is underway, we're just going to link this to them, and they will give everything that they will get everything that they need in order to complete that order with us. And then finally, I added a testimonial system into this, and that will appear on each order. So it shows up here. The user can see that, okay, I gave that on September 14th. We see the account that came from, and remember that account comes from this unique string, so we know exactly who we sent this to, so we know exactly who the testimonials come from. And then we will also see the testimonials in here. I do have future plans for a testimonial section for us to see all the testimonials. I plan to add an API for testimonials so that any other service that we have can input those testimonials live right into whatever website that is. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the whole order system. Still obviously a long way to go for everything that we want, but I think that this is going to be a really good first pass, a 1.0, to allow us to actually use this with commanders. But we'll see. This is going to go into review, and I'm looking forward to everybody's feedback. Cheers.